Today is day 80. My name is Mike Lopez. I lost my mother to pancreatic cancer on August 1st, 2019. And I started vlogging every day for 1 year consecutively. I am vlogging every day, 365 days. Today is day 80, and I feel better today. I have bad days and I have good days, but today I feel better. So, because I feel better, let's go along for this ride. Day 80. Oh, I also had another great conversation this morning with my guy, Reggie Cotton. And Reggie Cotton, man, hooper from back in the day. We've been playing hoop, and I'll tell you a quick story about Reg. So, let me tell you about Reggie Cotton. Now, me and Reggie Cotton, we go way back. We go back to the days of Venice Beach. Reggie Cotton was this hell of a basketball player. This dude could shoot the rock. He had crazy handles, and he could jump out of the gym. And the first time I met Reg was out at Venice Beach. Man, this dude was doing some crazy, sick stuff. I mean, he was dribbling between 2-3 people. And I'll never forget, he dribbles between two cats, throws the ball off the backboard, catches it, and dunks. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, well, I've seen that. That ain't nothing. But have you ever seen someone throw the ball off the backboard from the other free throw line? Because that's damn near what he did. He threw it all the way and then ran and caught it off the backboard and dunked it. So Reggie ended up becoming someone that I would eventually know and hang out with because he played basketball at Cal State Bakersfield. And he ended up pretty much staying in Bakersfield. And, we became friends and played basketball over the years. And, back in the day, Reg was, he was a street dude. But one day, not too long ago, maybe within the last 10, 15 years, he changed his life. And he became this entirely new person. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I had an experience with Reggie at the hospital back in February of 2019. And it was with my mom. And this is what happened. Well, I'll let you know in a second. Let's just keep going. What are you people doing?
Fucking music. Buck you.
What? Buck me? Buck you.
I got a Popeye's chicken one last night. Not even close.
Really?
I think it's the spice.
Look at the chicken wings.
Oh. Reg was just a real blessing in disguise back in February of 2019. It was towards the end of the month. And so here's what happened. My mom at the beginning of February started feeling pains in her stomach. And I remember I was out of town and she called me and she was like, Michael, my stomach is bothering me. But she sounded like she didn't want to go to the hospital. So I told her, I said, Mom, don't go to the hospital. You already have an appointment with a specialist, which is like in another week. If you're really not wanting to be there, then don't go. And, you'll be okay. If worst case scenario, if it really gets too bad, then yeah, we'll call emergency and we'll see what's going on. Because she wasn't like in a whole lot of pain. It was just something uncomfortable happening in her stomach. So, and then my mom kind of exaggerated some things. You weren't really sure just how she was feeling because you never could get a grasp on how she felt. So I said, hey, I'll be in town. I'll be home that night. She was supposed to spend the night at my house. It was a Saturday night. And I drive back in town. She's there. And she keeps complaining about her stomach. She keeps complaining. So finally I started getting a little frustrated. I said, well, then let's go to the emergency. But she didn't really want to go to the emergency. So I keep pushing it and pushing it. Look, if you're not feeling well, let's go to the emergency. Like, let's go. Let's not waste any more time. So what do? We go to the emergency at about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 in the evening. And we start the waiting process. And I'll tell you some more, and I'll tie Reggie all into this, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
The spice is what does it, like.
So I will be doing a comparison on Buc-ee's Hot Chicken, Popeyes, and Chick-fil-A.
There's no way.
I'm gonna do a comparison. So stay tuned, as I will be leaving that information very soon for you guys, so you guys can watch this new channel that I'm creating with my daughter, Mike and Kelly Eat Food. It's gonna be hot. So look, we got my mom to the emergency. Well, I got my mom to the emergency. It's 6 o'clock. I could get a little frustrated with my mom sometimes, especially like when she's wavering and she's not fully committing to something. So a part of her did not want to be in this emergency room. The other part of her wanted to be in the emergency room. It all depended on what they were going to tell her and how she was going to choose to respond to whatever treatment they were offering her. So we're there. We're sitting in the lobby. There's 1 million people in the lobby. It's a Saturday night. Sick babies, sick parents, sick grandparents. Everybody and their mamas in this facility. We get there about 6, 7 goes by, 8 goes by, 9 goes by. By like 9:30, I'm getting frustrated. So I call my sister and I'm like, yo, what's up? Now the reason my mom even came and spent the night at my house was because my sister was having a get together at her house. And so when I called my sister, I said, hey, look, mom's cold. She needs her jacket. Where's her jacket at? My sister says, oh, it's right here. I said, okay, I'll be there right now. I'm gonna go get it. So I tell my mom, hold on. You got your phone. I'm gonna go get your jacket. It's down the street. So I drive, I get to my sister's house, and I start telling her about mom. And my sister she starts to cry. She's like, oh man, mom is wearing me out. She keeps complaining about her stomach, but she's not really trying to do anything, and it's just getting kind of frustrating, and she's kind of like moping around. I guess my mom's energy was way off. I had a busy week that week, so I hadn't really gone by the house. So my sister proceeds to, give me the jacket, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna go pick her up right now. We're gonna come home. She's not sick for real. She's just doing whatever, and she's frustrating me and you. And so I was hot. So what do? I get back in my truck, and I'm gonna go get her right now. And I drive all the way up to Memorial or Mercy Hospital Southwest. I get all the way over there, and as I walk in through the doors, ready to just grab her and say, come on, let's go. Well, I'll tell you in a second. And wait a minute, I thought she just had wings.
No.
And then I said, well, what's that over here? She got a slider. My mama right now be like, share, save some for the others.
A hot
I did.
and a medium. No, it's a medium and a
Medium and a hot?
mild.
Well, I wanted to taste both, like a mild and then medium.
But the chicken though, look at that.
She got buck. That's what she got. Did you get buck? I want all that buck. Give it to me, Buckies.
Fuck yeah.
Buck, yeah. So look, I'm amped up. I'm getting ready to go into this emergency room. I'm about to snatch my mama up and say, come on, let's go back to the house. You're tripping. I go in through the doors. They open up. I turn, I look, I see my mama, and I'm going right to her. But standing right next to her is a couple cats kind of tall cats. One dude had a hoodie on, the other dude, I don't even know who he was. And that dude with the hoodie turns around, and it's Reggie Cotton standing right next to my mama. What? Reg, what's up, dawg? Mike, baby, what's up? And he comes over, gives me dap, gives me a hug. It's love. And immediately, I went from 100 to 0. And I'll tell you why. Because at that very moment, I knew the only way Reggie Cotton could be standing next to my mama was because of God and God only. There was no way possible that Reggie Cotton is standing next to my mama while she's there at the hospital, because I'm getting ready to snatch her up. And it's Reg. Now, once again, earlier I talked about Reg being a street cat. You know, back in the day, Reg was a street cat. And when you played ball with Reg, man, Reg was gonna lie, cheat, call foul, whatever it took to win the game. He stopped the whole gym to win the game. He didn't care. It was all about what he needed to do and how he was gonna win. But then I saw when he turned his life over to Christ, and I saw there was a whole new person. That old person, he just wasn't there anymore. He like, you know, you hear about people getting saved, you know, and you go, well, man, yeah, whatever. The real you will come out. We all just waiting. The real Reg really just showed up. And he's been calm and just a positive. He's just been a positive dude ever since that transformation. We would see Reg walk around the city and everyone would be like, yo, is Reg all right? Reg okay? But Reg was like he was on a spiritual mission. So when I say that only God could have put Reggie Cotton standing next to my mama at that very moment, only God could have done that. I have no other explanation. Because Reg wasn't even there for himself. He was there with someone else. And what's crazy is today he told me, as we had our conversation early on the phone, I hadn't talked to him since I seen him that night. He said that his friend was going to the emergency for someone else, and that something told him he needed to go with him to the hospital, and he didn't know why, but he went. Man, he calmed me all the way down. Like, when I say, as soon as I saw him, I went from 100 to 0, I am not lying. I calmed all the way down. And as my mom sat there and listened to us talk and reminisce, I could see the joy it was bringing her at that moment. She was forgetting about whatever discomfort she was in because she was so happy to see me, so happy to see someone, and someone that I had ties to, not only with basketball, but also with the city of Pasadena, also with Venice Beach, one of my first loves in life, Venice Beach. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, it was God who put Reggie there that night to stop me from being a fucking idiot and being upset, thinking that my mom was joking or wasn't real about her pain and her discomfort. And only Reg could have been there that night. I just don't believe anyone, like, it was, that's what was supposed to happen. And as soon as I saw him, I realized it. I said, okay, God, you sent Reg for a reason, and I'm listening. And so my mom, her name finally gets called, and we have to go back. And I turned to Reg, I gave him a dap, and I turned to him, and I said, Reg, you have no idea what you did for me tonight, but one day I'll tell you what you did. And he said, yeah, Mike, no worries. And we dapped, hugged, and I went back with my mother to the back of that room. And not only did that happen that night, but there was also a young lady that was in the emergency room. She had her baby boy. And as I was waiting and going from back there with my mom back to the waiting room, because we were there all night, it's like 1, maybe 2 in the morning, and this young lady's got a baby, and I just saw the way she loved her baby boy. Like, I could just tell, but she didn't have no money to get home. So finally, I just turned to her and I said, in my head, I said, you know what, God, maybe you have me here for another reason. Not only for me to clear my head and stop being an idiot, but maybe you have me here. Maybe I'm supposed to help this young lady. So that's exactly what I did. I paid for her for a cab to get home. She kind of told me her story, and then, and I felt really bad for her. But her and this baby were out in the middle of the night, and she was stuck, and she didn't have no way to get home. So I bought her a cab ride to wherever she needed to go, and that's what I did. And that night changed my life. It changed my perspective, and it kept me open to all the possibilities that God can create, and that's Reggie Cotton.
Hello?
You want to watch me? I'm going to watch you.
Son, open the door. Open the gate.
Open the gates to the estates.
Don't show me.
Oh, no, I would never do that. I didn't show you. The camera just went, woo, like that.
Stop.
Hey, everyone, you're not going to look at her. Woo.
Stop.
I'm not showing you. I'm not showing you. Hey, put your foot down or I'll show you. Put your foot down. Don't make me show you. I will. I'll do it. Oh! So look, you can be a Reggie Cotton. You can be an angel to somebody, because that's what Reggie Cotton was to me that night. He was an angel. He was a presence of calmness, of peace, of stability, of hope, of love. That's what he was radiating that night. That's what Reggie Cotton was doing. You can be a Reggie Cotton. Be a Reggie Cotton. Be a blessing to somebody. Because, man, he was a blessing to me that night. This is day 80. 80, yeah, today's day 80. Woo. 80 days of consecutive vlogging. Sharing about my mother. Telling stories about my mom. Telling my stories about my experience with her and her last few months of life. This is day 80. And I feel like I'm just getting started. We're going 365 days. So please comment, like, share. Let me know how you're feeling. Tell me what you think. Yo, be a Reggie Cotton. I'm out. Peace.